your online dating website, they look at the world in terms of statistics. Walmart looks at the world in terms of your lifespan. What are you going to buy over the course of your lifetime? How many young women of childbearing age live in the Shanghai region? And they base their store, or they stock their stores based on that information. Google tracks almost everything we do, trying to build a model, trying to clarify your values, trying to predict your behavior. This is from a dating website. Would I go on a date with you? Well, how often do you keep your promises? Does intelligence turn you on? Is the requirement that you communicate every day? How often do you brush your teeth? I think this is just a humorously shows how statistics are used to model. Statistics has real-world applications, marketable skills, and raises interesting ethical questions. I think this is just a great example of how statistics are used in the modern world. And in the future, advertisers are going to target women who are insecure about their breasts, men who have gambling problems, and voters that can be easily swayed. So as we introduce statistics into the math classroom, I think this is just one fun illustration of how statistics may be used, which provides real-world skills, is marketable, and brings up these interesting ethical questions. H.G. Wells says, statistical thinking will one day be necessary for efficient citizenship, as necessary for efficient citizenship as the ability to read and write. Let's see, I have one more video here. We'll just watch the first 1 minute of it, and then we'll go ahead and conclude.
What is social engineering? The Merriam-Webster dictionary defines social engineering as the management of human beings in accordance with their place and function in society. In politics, many would think it has a negative connotation. It is often associated with propaganda, manipulation, and brainwashing. The Nazis, for example, under the leadership of Adolf Hitler, used it. This is some valuable video from 1966. Chairman Mao, the leader of Communist China, used it. And this is from Inside North Korea, a National Geographic film, showing how it's like under the rule of Kim Jong-il.
In the car. We pass 12-lane highways with hardly any cars and see images of the great leader everywhere. Dutch documentary called A Day in the Life. In this scene, a mother sings nursery rhymes as she walks her child to school.
아니, 승냥이 미국 놈 무릎 꿇고 달려달라.
World leaders use social engineering. So what? Believe it or not, it's all around us. Look closely inside our school. Mr. Fishman uses it. And so does Ms. Deniski, Mr. Garbus, Mr. Leonard, everyone. They just use a different name for it. Social engineering techniques are used to build community and strengthen relationships. A class field trip provides students with opportunities to get to know their classmates better.
Us, like with some serious faces like circling around us, getting ready to knock us off, like and some laughing. They're climbing them up, like.
There's no way we can get to the ridge. The chemistry department has us completely cut off. What about the creek bed? The pharmacology department controls that.
Some corporations bring employees to play paintball as part of building teamwork.
I think the time has come to acknowledge we are paying the price for some of us failing to attend my physics department paintball strategy meeting. We need a plan. Leonard, Raj, and I are going to burst out the door and run away. Howard will cover us. On three, 1, 2, 3.
These are all social engineering examples in real life. We can find traces of social engineering online, where new communities are emerging every day. For example, In online video games, we can see all the different aspects of building a community. In games like World of Warcraft, designer alters in-game group dynamics, creating competition, building teamwork among players. Counter-Strike Source, teams and clans are the perfect example. First, limited membership. Each new member has to take a qualifying test monitored by the team's higher officials, whether or not they have the skills needed to become a part of the team. The team has a shared goal to reach the top of some competition. Each member would give their personal investment of time for practice and matches. They will get to know each other and build teamwork as they experience these shared tasks. Social engineering is also used to shape behavior. Conditioning, the use of reward and punishment, are part of social engineering.
Okay, aye, sir. Aye, sir. Let me tell you something right now. Who is going to take you seriously if you don't talk with some conviction? No, shut up. I didn't ask for an answer.
As we've seen, classical conditioning explains how we learn involuntary reflexive responses.
Although not a lot of people realize this, but social engineering is power and control.
Are you finished?
Well, thank you. How thoughtful. Would you like a chocolate?
Yeah, sure. Hey. Oh, sorry, Sheldon. I almost sat in your spot.
Did you? I didn't know this. Have a chocolate.
Thank you. Oh, am I talking too much? Oh, sorry. Zip.
Thank you. Chocolate?
Yes, please. Hey, Kim. Yeah, you know what? Hold on. Let me take this in the hall.
Okay. I know what you're doing. Really?
Yes. You're using chocolates as positive reinforcement for what you consider correct behavior.
Very good. Chocolate? Are you saying that I am forbidden from applying a harmless, scientifically valid protocol that will make our lives better?
Yes. You're forbidden.
Bad, Leonard.
But what I love about that video is we see how the student is applying basic lessons in psychology or social engineering and looking at how that can be used to influence group dynamics in a video game environment. So he's combining his passion, marketable skills, and psychology into one interesting question. So I have 4 questions for you. How is technology leading to important changes in your field, how you do research, to what you study or talk about, to how you approach questions within your discipline? I think this applies more to people within the sciences than the languages. How is technology changing what people in your field do at work? How may we use these new technologies to illustrate important concepts or to provide entry points for new material or discussion? And what ethical questions arise? Thus, in conclusion, we need to do more than teach empathy. We need to teach ethical responsibility as we address contemporary issues and build the foundation for a digital society. And what is our role in this process as educators? To help create the leaders of the future. What steps can we take? We can integrate technology within the classroom and encourage students to live a life of ideas. Not only is it important to teach students how to live in a networked world, it is necessary to teach them to act ethically and to take responsibility for the consequences of their actions.